All right, so here comes the Pond Slayer. This is what I was talking about earlier. That I had a little of this and a little of that laying around on the bench, and I tied it, and then I went out and I had one of the best evenings in a while. I was just out earlier this evening pitching around with a buddy of mine, and it was just like I wasn't paying any attention and just started throwing it and started picking up fish. But so it's 70 denier black thread, and this is very awkward trying to tie this camera in front of me. And then it's a number 143906B nymph hook. And so here's the it's a strung saddle feather. It's an olive strung saddle, and I just trim that off, so I just got the fluff. And there's your little trailing shuck. I kind of feel like I'm tying this fly from across the room, so just bear with me. Got this camera propped up on a Christmas ball box. So speaking of Christmas, this is tinsel. I stole off a tree last year, fair and square. Actually, I got it at Hobby Lobby when they had their Christmas ornament sale they have every year. After Christmas is done, they have all their Christmas stuff on sale for 50% off. So I stock up. Bring the thread cradle in. Okay. Now, if you pull on this tinsel too tight before you get it rolling, it'll snap right off. And maybe it'd be better since I got the magnifier on, then I'll just look at the camera. Yeah, that works. All right, so you're going to take that all the way up to the eye, and then pull that tinsel up, push that cradle out of the way, roll your thread up so you got control of it, and you just do an over and drop till you get that captured down there pretty good. Trim that off for the next time. Now, you're going to put a little bump of, this is hairline dubbing olive, not the plus, it's just olive. And again, it's the little wisps. It's not real heavy. You don't want it real heavy. You want to spread it out. I get my thread wet and my fingers wet. Because you're just making a little dubbing bump that you're going to brace the collar against so that it makes the collar stand up. Well, that feels weird. All right. And then is the collar. This is just grizzly hen dyed olive. And you prepare this by grabbing the tip like that and then stroking the fibers back so they kind of look like that. And then take them in your non-thread hand. Then you're going to use a pinch wrap. Okay. Get that trimmed off. And then, although I don't always recommend English hackle pliers, these, by the way, are English hackle pliers with the pointy nose on them. And here I tried to make an improvement to them. I took some green foam and I put it in the jaws, and it didn't work real well, so I took a razor blade and cut it back out. But that gives my hackle plier something to grab with. All right. So, and you're just going to stroke those fibers back and bring your hackle over, and you keep stroking them back. You don't want them real heavy, kind of sparse. Take 1.5 or 2 wraps. You don't want any more than that, though. 2.5 wraps tops. Now, I think one of the reasons why this Pond Slayer was so effective was because of that silver body in there. The bream seemed to key off on that. So you want to make sure that they can see it. There you go. Make your head. Here comes the whip finish. I usually only take 3 or 4 passes. Some people take more than that. If you didn't see how you load that, you take the tool and you lay it directly across the thread. And then you just turn the tool. So, that one's done. I don't use a snip, I use a slice when I'm cutting stuff. Dab head cement. Whoop. Prune that up a little bit. Don't need that. So there you go. Pond Slayer. Bob, I hope you enjoyed that one. Y'all have a nice evening. You can find my virtual fly shop if you search Custom Tyer, TYER02. That will take you to the virtual fly shop. And that's where this is going to be. Y'all have a nice evening. Happy tying.